Hey all, Trip here. Today we're going to be test riding the Harley-Davidson Softail Standard with the Milwaukee 8107 cubic inch engine. And we got to get a move on here. Get her fired up. And we are off. This is a brand new 2021 Harley.
Gonna go in front of you, okay?
Now this will actually be the first time I have ever ridden a Softail Standard. It is the entry-level Softail that Harley makes. And again, it's a 2021. It's a brand new bike. Probably just has a handful of miles on it. As you can tell, I'm here in a group ride. First impressions, just hopping on the bike. I don't really care for mid-controls, and it's got mid-controls. I don't know if you can see them down there. But it's not too bad. My knees are a little higher than I'd like. Just for your knowledge, I am 5'11", about 230 pounds, and about an average size frame. This bike has, I guess you'd call them mini apes, but they're the standard handlebars that come on this bike. They look to be about 10 inches tall, and before we've even taken off, I kind of like the position. We'll see if that holds true as we get going here. So I don't really care for the mid-position foot controls, and the way they've got it adjusted. The shifter, I have to really lift my leg to get the bike to shift, but that's no big deal. That can be adjusted real easy. Just getting started here. I like the layout. You can see all the controls are in a very little area, the control readouts. And I like that. I'm doing 20 miles an hour. I'm in second gear. It's 12:55. I've got almost a full tank of gas. Right down below it, we've got all the little warning lights, my indicators. The bike feels nice. I like the position of the rear view mirrors. I have no problem seeing full coverage. They're not too close in. And it's pretty responsive. Good looking tank. I kind of like the angle of this tank here. The bike is styled nice. It's a nice bike for being Harley's entry level into the Softail line. I'm not exactly sure of the price. I think it's $13,000 something list, but don't hold me to that. The exhaust doesn't sound bad at all. It's got sort of a rumble to it. It's not a loud exhaust at all. But I don't find it displeasing. If I were to buy this bike, I could certainly survive with the exhaust that's on it. It's not bad. It's not the ultimate sound, but all of your controls are laid out nicely in typical Harley fashion. You've got individual turn signals. There's your horn, there's your lights, there's your trip computer. There's your start and your kill switch over here on the right. All right, let's see how this bike works on the open road here. We're in second gear, 30 miles an hour. Nice pickup. Not too bad, a little bit buzzy. Little seat vibration, little handlebar vibration. I'm doing 54 and I'm in fourth. I just shifted to fifth, and a lot of that vibration just went away. This bike feels very light. It doesn't feel like a heavy bike. I'm not exactly sure what the weight is, but I'm sure I'll superimpose it across the video or put it down in the detail section. Okay, I'm up to 70 in fifth. Let's go up to 6. And you know, I don't feel the wind so bad against my chest. I don't know if we're going with the wind today or what have you on the way back. I'm sure I'll have another opinion if we're going against it. But the bike handles well. The seat is comfortable. You know, we're probably going to go on a 7 to 10 mile test ride here. I don't know how it'd be for 100 miles, obviously, but it's not bad right now. So I'm in 6th gear. I'm doing just a little over 60 miles an hour. Good acceleration there, we're hitting it. I just popped it up to almost 70. Let's see what the RPMs are. So 62 miles an hour, 6th gear, and 2200 RPM. Not bad for the 107 cubic inch Milwaukee 8. So far, I gotta say the bike is impressive. It shifts really smoothly. The clutch is very smooth. Nothing sticks out about this bike as being something that I wouldn't care for. Really a comfortable little bike. A bit on the maneuverable side. As we were taking off there out of the parking lot, it doesn't handle like a big heavy bike. I'm not sure, but I believe the center of gravity has been altered a little bit with the redesign of the Softail line when the Milwaukee 8 was put in it, and the new stiffer frame. Now I know on the Heritage Classic, and some of you guys, chime in the comments. I know that when the Heritage Classic was redesigned, they stiffened up that frame and took some of the weight out of it. I am assuming that they did that with all the Softails. I'm pretty sure. If I didn't, please let me know. But what that was supposed to have done on the Heritage Classic was make it lighter weight, move the center of gravity a little bit further down, and make it more nimble, a little bit better handling. And this bike handles very well. I'm pretty sure we're not going to hit any sharp turns or twisties today. We're just doing an up and back on this major thoroughfare here. So it's really tough to get an idea for the handling of a bike and its responsiveness on a road like this. But so far so good. The crowd seems to be moving over to the right, so we're going to follow them. I gotta say, the Milwaukee 8 has a good sound to it. I like it. Some people have said they really don't care for it compared to the twin cam. Now, I'm comparing this. I own a 2015 Softail Deluxe, and it's got a 103 twin cam in it. And this has, as I've mentioned, the 107 Milwaukee 8. And this bike seems to be just about the same amount of power as the 103 twin cam. I don't really notice a heck of a lot. Maybe a little bit more throttle response, but it's hard to say. And it might be because this bike, I would imagine, weighs probably 50 pounds or so less than my Deluxe. The other bike I've got that I'm sort of mentally comparing it to, I've got an 09 Dyna Fat Bob with a 96 twin cam, and this bike does seem to have a little bit more oomph than the Dyna Fat Bob. Okay. All right, time to go. One thing I don't really care for on this bike are these big honking foot pegs. They stick out like broom handles. I think I would replace those with something a little more flush, a little shorter. And then again, it may just be a result of them being put in a mid-control position. I can't honestly say. Now we're going into the wind, and I can feel a little bit more chest pressure. We're in 4th gear at 60, and things are a little buzzy, so I'm upshifting to 5, now to 6, and everything smooths out. Nice ride, no seat vibration, no handlebar vibration whatsoever. So now we're on the return leg, and we're doing about 60 miles an hour or so, and I can feel that wind a bit more on the chest. It's not really pushing my head around much. I do get the idea, though, if I were to take this up to 75, there I can feel it, yeah. If I were to get it up to 75 or so for an extended period of time, it would give me a bit of fatigue. But I'll tell you, these higher handlebars, these mini apes as I'll call them, give my arms a much better position to sort of pull my body a little forward into that wind. So it's not that bad, but I still think it might be fatiguing over time. So if I were to own this bike, one of the first things I would do is probably put a small windshield on this thing. Okay, we're at 60, we're going to accelerate. Boom, went up to 75 in about 2 seconds. Very nice. Impressive little bike. I know I say little. It's got an 1800cc motor in it, probably weighs 700 pounds, but I call it little. It still seems a little bit smaller than my Deluxe. Nice little curve there, nothing severe, bike feels good. This thing has a 6-speed transmission in it, and it shifts really smoothly. It's nice. The clutch is very smooth. Nice grab to it. It's not twitchy at all. It's very forgiving, very smooth. When we decelerate here, we'll give these brakes a good grab and see what happens. Got some wind out today, a little dust coming off of that quarry over there. Now let me comment on the looks of this bike. The only thing I don't care for on this bike is that plain round black air cleaner cover. But it's got a nice good blend of chrome and black to it. It's got the chrome mirrors, it's got the chrome ring around the headlamp, chrome handlebars, chrome triple tree and forks, and then obviously your tank and your fenders and your covers are all gloss black. All right, let's lay into these brakes here. Nice, nice, not bad. Front brake really good. The back brake, I think it may just be a pedal issue, but felt just a kind of spongy, and the pedal feels like it's adjusted a little bit low for me. But then again, I'm a little bit big for this these mid controls, and that does affect the position of the shifting pedal, which I've really got to lift my leg. If you can see, there's a lot of space between my toe and the lever down there, and the brake pedal for me seems to be too low. I would bring that brake pedal up about an inch, if you can see it down there, and I would drop the shift pedal about an inch. So I've really got more play. I've got more range that I have to push down to actuate those brakes, but they do seem very capable. I've got no complaints with the brakes whatsoever. Oh, this bike, yeah, lean into this turn. This thing is very maneuverable. I'm impressed. Lean's really nice. Turns very nice. But overall, I gotta say that I'm a fan. I like this bike. I like the way it's laid out. I like the controls. I like the Milwaukee 8107 on this bike. I really don't think you need a 114. You don't need that extra power. At least I don't. The brakes are good. The clutch, the shifting, all except for that shift lever being a little too high for me, and that brake lever being a little bit too low for me. Everything felt good. Everything was responsive. Everything was smooth. I like the way that we've got the drop turn indicators here. That's pretty clean. I wouldn't drop the mirrors down or mess with anything. I like the way it's laid out. This being a demo bike, it's got ABS brakes on it. Spoke wheels look nice. There I am in the gas tank. Hey folks, I really like these separate turn signals, and they're auto canceling, of course. So I'm going to put my likes and dislikes down in the comment section after the video. I hope you like this little test ride overall. I'm quite impressed with the 2021 Harley-Davidson Softail Standard with the 107 Milwaukee 8 engine in it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that like button. And if you like this sort of stuff in general, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And until next time, this is Trip on Two Wheels. Ride safe and ride often, people.